G'day guys, we are back at Boyd's Motorcycle Surgery for another ADB rebuild story. We've decided to go with a fully registerable enduro bike this time. We so often do motocross bikes and graph replicas and everything else, but we wanted to do one that you could go riding in the bush legally. So we got a 1997 Suzuki RMX250. These things were an RM back in the day with a headlight and a few other bits and pieces. They were pretty good, we've picked up one for a pretty cheap price. It runs, which is all we kind of wanted, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that we're probably going to have to fix on it. We're going to hit up Suzuki. They've told us they've got loads of genuine parts for it, which is unreal. So we're going to do most of the hard parts with Suzuki and the bolt-on bits later on. So Boydie, when buying a bike like this second-hand, it needs a fair bit of work. What are some of the things you want to look out for? I mean, you don't want to be rebuilding bottom ends and stuff, I'm guessing. So what are the kind of the stuff you're happy to forego?
The biggest thing to look out for is any kind of bottom end engine damage, like a noisy crank or a gearbox. Any damage in there can be costly to fix, so that can really bump up the price of a rebuild. If you've got to start buying gears, shift forks, or replacing a crank, that will drive the price right up on you. So first thing to do when you look at a bike is ride it. If the bottom end's growly, it's got any knocks, or it jumps out of gear, then you're looking at a pretty costly fix there.
Sure. And so this bike starts fine and runs fine, but it's clunky. Bearings look like they're loose, everything else. On your first inspection, just having a feel and a play with it, what's it looking like we're going to have to replace?
So the engine on this seems pretty good. It runs. Obviously we'll take a look, take the barrel off, take a look at it anyway. But the gearbox feels nice. But typical 20-year-old bike, all the bearings have got plain and they're growly, they're clunky. So to get a bike to ride nice and smooth, we've got to replace all that, start with new bearings, new seals in the wheels, the linkages, the swing arm, service the suspension so it's actually nice to ride, not clunky, and make sure nothing's going to fall apart while you're on the trail.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to get into pulling this thing apart. We'll show you what we think needs replacing on a budget, and then what we can replace with all the money in the world.